just over the hill. I've rumbled up uncertainty. Times are changing, stop taking the pill. A numbness to inequity. Give us a reason, give us a rhyme. Can't make sense of it, you're wasting our time. Don't preach a gospel now, that's halfway real. We're breaking through the wall, gonna leave the Bastille. Rolling along the way.
Hello, friends. Haven't been on in a while, and I've been working on a lot of music, like a lot of people during the pandemic, right? Locked up and trying to be creative. And so I've been working on some original stuff that I've been wanting to get to for a long time, and I wanted to share some of it with you today. This is one called Roll that I haven't really finished yet, but I'm sharing you what I got.
Hop the fence, jailbreak commence. I'm running through the orchard rows. I don't know why I ran this time. A feeling of it anybody knows. Give me a number, give me a clue. Break it down from now, we know it changes too. Maybe after all our stories are the same. From the jungle to the avenue. Rolling along the way. Gonna find that old road. Maybe we all should live for love. Gentle soul. Is it any wonder why people must fight with desperation on the whole? Give me a reason, give me some time. Let's make sense of it, a new paradigm. When I dream I see a world without me. No grow or die or gentrify or living off greed. Rolling along the way, gonna find that old road. Maybe we all should live for love.
So that is that's the one. The working title for that is Roll. That one I really haven't finished as much as I want to yet, but it seems to be stubborn. I'm not exactly sure how to finish it, but I like where it's at. And that's the fantastic Ephraim Owens playing muted trumpet over that section at the end. I really love that. And my son Nate Lanningham played some guitar on that. That was very cool and added a lot of flavor to it. So anyway, this process of deciding that I wanted to do a solo recording started about a year ago. Well, actually, it's been something I've been thinking about for years and years, but always kind of doubted, was it something that I was capable of doing, or would I be able to come up with enough material that I felt like it was really worth sharing, all that kind of self-doubt stuff. But I started working on it. I started working on a tune before that when Nate and I were talking about music a lot and sharing our thoughts about things we enjoy, and we were collaborating on some things, and actually we are now as well. So I'm excited about eventually sharing he's written a really neat new tune that I'm helping him with kind of the arrangement and sound design around it and playing drums on it, but I really love what he's doing with his writing. So that one will be coming hopefully before the end of the year. We're trying to push forward on that. But the very first thing I did, there was an instrumental that I did, and I made a video of it and stuck it up called Sphere. And then I kind of went quiet for a number of months, and eventually got back to starting the thing up again. And Roll was the second tune that I started working on. And again, the effort would come and go, and then the pandemic hit. And when you're locked up and you can't play a gig, lots of musicians have been doing this, right? You do whatever you can, and you start recording at home and writing and trying to create stuff that you want to share with people. So that's where that tune came from, and I wanted to share a number of things today. Many of them have already been posted. Most of them have already been posted as videos, so I'm kind of rolling these out one at a time. But I did want to share them in this setting. I decided to come on early in the day to see if more people are around to watch, and so far it does not look like that is the case. So it may be that I would have been wiser to wait until the evening. But I also know people have a lot of stuff going on in the evening, watching the Netflix and whatever they want to see. So it's hard to know when you're going to reach people. You just try and reach them when you can. But before I play some more, and the next thing I actually want to play you is, well, I've got the where I said that tune was sort of finished. This next one is a lot more finished, and there's been a video posted of it. But I know a lot of people miss these things because of the algorithms, and they don't always show up. So, I wonder if my chat thing is working. Let's see if the Restream chat interface is working here. Looks like I got a message from somebody, from Johanna. I don't know why it's not showing up in the chat interface. That's interesting. Well, I saw you, yo. Thanks for checking it out. This next one that I wanted to share is called Carry On, and I created a little video of it, and it is up on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'm proud of that one. That was one that really kind of grew out of thinking a lot about how many people are losing loved ones during this pandemic. And at the same time, young people, babies being born. We're first-time grandparents. Our daughter Erin and her husband Chris have a baby, and we're named Logan, and he's couple of months old, I guess, or maybe 3 now. I mean, we haven't been able to get to see him because of all of this, but we are so anxious to see him. But the thing was thinking about new life coming into the world at the same time people are losing loved ones. It's just made me think about that whole circle of life kind of thing. And that's where this tune came from, and it just really kind of poured out one night in one setting. So I'm going to play it for you now. It's called Carry On.
Open my eyes, light coming through the veil. New sounds all around, the song of a nightingale. A voice in my mind, just as I inhale. Carry on for me, carry on for me. Feel the touch of skin, a warm embrace of home. Someone who cares for me, I'll never be alone. Time is standing still in the great unknown. Carry on for me, carry on for me, carry on for me. And every life has a line running through. Across generations, you know that it's true. Bound together with all that we see. Hold on to the truth of it for you and for me. Years go by, people come and go. Every little touch is real, say it isn't so. It all comes back at times, why I think I know. Carry on for me, carry on for me. Across the years, the thread will never fail. Holds all we love, safe in an endless tale. One life ends, another will avail. Carry on for me, carry on for me. Carry on for me. Every life has a line running through. Across generations, you know that it's true. Bound together with all that we see. Hold on to the truth of it for you and for me. Every life has a line running through. Across generations, you know that it's true. Bound together with all that we see. Hold on to the truth of it for you and for me. Hold on to the truth of it for you and for me. Hold on to the truth of it for you and for me.
All right, so that's Carry On. Hope you all enjoyed that. It looks like chat was working there for a minute. Johanna Winkle, good friend Johanna, was checking out the stream for a second, and you need to check out Yo's site too. She's a really talented singer-songwriter and comes from a great family, dear friends of ours, the Winkles. And her papa, Vince, has been a friend of mine since I was in my 20s. We worked together in radio. And how's your dad doing, Yo, by the way? He had a stroke a couple of months back, and but he's fighting it, and I think he's working to get back in the saddle, on the mend, hopefully. He's certainly in our prayers a lot, so you know that, yo. But thanks for checking out the show. The next one I wanted to, well, before I share the next one, I wanted to let you know that on Monday, the fantastic Red Young is going to join me for a show. Red was joining a couple of months back with the great drummer Brandon Temple here in Austin. Those two collaborate a lot together, and sometimes with the wonderful Ephraim Owens. They've had Black, Red, Black. I'm sure you know of that band. And then the Brandon and Red show. And Red has a lot of other things of his own, the Hot Horns and Tenor Madness, which I've played with some. I played a couple with the Hot Horns too. But Red is just Texas and Austin treasure. He's a master on the B3, piano, singer, arranger, composer. He's worked with Willie and Linda Ronstadt and Eric Burden and Victor Feldman and Sonny and Cher, and he's done so many things. He's from Fort Worth. He's a real treasure, and he's going to be on Monday, so we can talk about some of his music, what he's been up to, as well as talk about how he's dealing with the year, and the challenge of the pandemic and all that stuff. But before we do that, I want to play you a few more tunes. We're going to do that on Monday. Red will be back with us on Monday. And in the meantime, we're going to keep plowing through some of these tunes. Now, the next one that I wanted to play you, I think I'm going to jump and play you another video so I can go get my guest who's going to join us and talk about something. And this is the oldest one of the group, but this is the first instrumental I mentioned that I worked on, and this is called Sphere. All right. So that one I called that one Sphere, because it made me think of the Earth. I don't know. Anyway, I have a guest now, a special guest who I'm excited to have in the studio. Let's bring her on in. This is Emma Lou Lanningham.
Hello.
Hi, Emma. How you doing?
Good.
Everybody here okay? Say a couple more words for me. Make sure you're loud enough here.
Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, you sound good. So I brought Emma on because I want to play for you another piece that I did recently that when I was working on a video for it, the video is such an art form unto itself, and I do a lot of stuff for IBM, but I'm not really into the artistic space of video creating so much. And so it's a bit of a stretch for me. But I wanted to bring Emma on because Emma is an artist. And Emma did the beautiful illustrations for the song Victory, which I'm going to play next. And also you'll see on screen the reindeer that appears next to SLRadio. Emma did that little sketch for me. When did you do that, Emma? How long ago was it?
I'd say a couple months ago. I'm not completely sure. I lose count, but I'm pretty sure it was somewhere in June or July, something like that.
Yeah, and I know my thought was that because of the Moose in My House song, that a lot of people know that we would create a moose, but it really looks more like a deer or an elk or a reindeer, which I think is much prettier than a moose. Would you agree?
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Now, you did that one. That was just a hand drawing, and then we took a picture of it, and I just photoshopped out the paper, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the song Victory, what did you use to create that song?
I use an app called Procreate, a digital app. It helps me to create stuff like the stuff I did for Victory. It's quite a simple app. It costs money to get it and all that, but
It was free?
It
costs a little bit.
It costs only $10
Oh, yeah.
actually, but it actually I think it's worth it
Oh,
because
gosh,
it
yeah.
has all these tools you can use. It helps, it's easy, and I've had a lot of fun creating different stuff on it, especially the Victory stuff.
That's cool. So how did we do this? I gave you the lyrics, and then you decided I gave you a few ideas, but then you did a lot of stuff on your own. I mean, you certainly took the ideas, and then you decided how to depict those things and the colors to use and the angles and all of that. What was that like, trying to think about the song and come up with the pictures? That's kind of the first time you've done that, right?
Yeah, it's the first time I've done something like this where people have like given me something to like work for or something like that. When I did Procreate, I tried to focus on like the stuff you kind of said, like what you might want in it and all that. But a lot of times I tried to focus actually on the background, the scenery and all that, because when I heard the song, it felt like a very like nice, calm sort of thing like this, or sometimes it would get like more intense. And I wanted the background to kind of get different and different, more like pretty or anything like that as the song changes. And so that's the thing I tried to focus on the most, is the background, the sunsets and all that. With the people, I just did like a silhouette. I didn't like draw details that much anything because I thought the black silhouette would be the best. And
then because you felt like it was easier to keep the focus on the meaning of the song and the mood of what you were hearing by really making the landscapes do most of the talking, huh?
Yes, because I didn't want it to be focused on the people as much. Like, you want to see the people and all that, because that's what the part of the song is. But I didn't want it to be where you're trying to focus too much on the people. I wanted it to be a simple kind of silhouette.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did try to focus mostly on the backgrounds, adding some details there.
You did great. I loved what you did. It really kind of captured something in the song that I hadn't seen before. You created those drawings,
Yeah.
And it was a fun way to do a video. It's not motion it's not animation. It's still drawings, and then we're just kind of doing a Ken Burns kind of slow fade in or fade out thing, right? Or moving around. But it's really interesting how much a single picture can say during one or two verses of a song or something, right? I mean, there's I don't know how many are there total. There's like maybe 8 or 10 pictures. Is there that many?
I'd say like after all the pictures I did, there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8.
8 total. Out of a song that I can't remember how long the song is. It's like 4 minutes maybe, right? So that's a lot of time per picture. Yeah. Well, I'm so grateful that you helped me make that into such a beautiful video. It's my favorite of the videos. And we should do more together like that. You think?
Yeah, I would enjoy doing that.
Is there anything else that you I see you're looking at the iPad. Do you have all the stills from that song? Is that what you have there?
Yeah. It has all the artwork I did for Victory.
Why don't you hold it up and let me see if I can zoom in.
Okay.
That would be kind of fun.
So, let's see if I can. This is the first picture.
Yeah. That was cool. That's really beautiful. And then what came after that?
After this one, I think, after that song, if I'm trying to remember, it came this one, I think.
Yeah. It had a real kind of Lion King kind of vibe to it. I like that
I
color.
got inspired off of the whole Lion King sunset.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Well, we should do another one. You think? I have a bunch more songs. So why don't we work on something together soon? Because I think people like this one a lot. It really touched them. So thank you for coming on and talking about it.
You are welcome.
And tell Mom that we'll be done here soon so we can get some lunch. Because I know she's wondering why I'm doing this in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
But again, this is Emma Lou Lanningham, budding young artist. And she has some really cool, she draws all the time, and she's got some really cool still drawings that she's doing too. So we'll have you on again, and we'll show some of that stuff too. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right. So but right now I'm going to play this song for you. It's called Victory, with the guitar work done by the brilliant Mitch Watkins, longtime friend of mine, dear friend here in Austin, and he just lent his magic to it. And when you combine that with Emma's beautiful artwork, and then I program the rest in Logic, and it's not real drums, it's looped drum loops on this one. But and just keyboard stuff and vocals. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called Victory. Another one inspired by the times that we're living in.
Let me tell you about a place that I can see, where the view is always beautiful underneath the willow tree. Can you see it? It's not hard if you will try. An image of the possible forever in our eyes. Failed dreams and fractured hearts make it hard to see the truth, that the place we live is something we can't own. The story of our lives is a diamond in the rough. Might we pick it up and see the story through to a place that we might be, Family stretches everywhere, no borders to impede. Can you see it? It's not hard if you will try. Babies know it's possible, I think that's why they cry. Hold on to joy in your heart, let it be. Wash the pain and blood of life into the sea. Give the dream another chance at victory. Fractured hearts make it hard to see the truth, that the place we live is something we can't own. The story of our lives is like a diamond in the rough. Let's pick it up and see the story through to a place that we might be. Family stretches everywhere, no borders to impede. Can you see it? It's not hard if you will try. To say that it's impossible, we won't know if we don't try. Hold on to joy in your heart, wash the pain and blood of life into the sea. Give the dream another chance at victory. At victory.
Okay, that was Victory, and that was by, this chat window thing isn't quite working. I'm going to have to figure that out. I'm not sure that's all it's cracked up to be. But anyway, those were, I have some more I wanted to share, but I think I'm going to pause and come back later tonight when people are not working. I keep forgetting that people do have jobs, and they're probably not really free to check out streams and things like this right now. But, they're available as replay. And then I have 3 more tunes I wanted to share, and I'll share them later tonight, probably, maybe late, 10 o'clock or something, 9:30, 10. And, again, basically I'm really wanting people to know as well about Red Young on Monday, because Red was on before with Brandon Temple, and Red was in Mississippi or Alabama. I can't remember where, but his internet connection was really horrible, and he kept dropping, and it ended up really just being me and Brandon talking, which was great. I loved chatting with Brandon, but I missed having the chance to visit with Red, and of course some time has passed since then. That was a couple of months ago. A lot going on in life, and I want to have Red on to both celebrate his wonderful artistry and all the things he's given us, as well as find out what he's doing now and how he's coping with this ridiculous year and crisis, multiple crises we've been going through. Hopefully we're finding a path out of them, but it's pretty dang tough right now for a lot of people in a lot of different ways. Lives disrupted physically, emotionally, spiritually, professionally, economically. It's just been tough. And love you guys, and just wanted to share some tunes and provide some kind of an uplift. But I do have some more. I've got a cover of Tom Petty's Free Fallin' that I have been working on. I actually dug that one out of some old files I found from a couple of years ago. I had started messing around with that because I was trying to work it up to do with Tres Musicos, which was Mitch Watkins, Chris Marsh, and myself playing at the Elephant on Thursday happy hours back when I was still doing that regularly with them a couple of years ago. And I started working that tune up. I really wanted to do a version of that tune, and then I'd never finished it. But I dug it up on a drive and recently and went, oh, this is kind of fun. I'm going to finish it. So I finished it off. It's I didn't have anybody else on that one with me. It's all just me playing keyboards and real drums, and then triggering some sampled guitar stuff and the vocals and stuff. But I had fun with the animation. I used Adobe character animation software. Was using this video as an attempt to kind of learn how to use it. So I'll share that later. It's on YouTube. You can check it out on my YouTube channel if you don't want to wait around for the other, but for the later show. And the YouTube channel, by the way, is on screen, bit.ly/Scott Lanningham-YouTube. That's the easiest way to get to it, because the YouTube links themselves are really unruly. So go there if you want to see it, and any of these other videos I'm playing, or come back later tonight and I'll play the rest of them. I have Free Fallin'. I have Holy Ground, a lengthy instrumental that I finished recently that I am really proud of, and that Vince, excuse me, I'm thinking about Vince Winkle still. Gene Elders played some beautiful violin on, and those of you who don't know Gene is the violinist from the George Strait Band for years and years and years, and just a fantastic musician, and he lent his beautiful artistry to that tune as the primary soloist, and Mitch Watkins plays some acoustic guitar on it as well and takes a short solo break and adds his beauty to it. So I'm really proud of that one, Holy Ground. That's on the website. It's on my own website, scottlanningham.com, but it's also on my YouTube page in a playlist of all these originals and covers. And then the other one that I want to share later tonight is one that it came early in the process of the pandemic, but I never got around to creating a video for it. And it just takes so much work to do videos. I think I'm just going to play you the tune because I enjoy it so much. But it's a lighthearted kind of reaction to the early days of being in lockdown and being bored and that kind of stuff, and with sort of quasi-funny lyrics. But I really like the tune, and I'm thrilled to have Elias Haslanger play tenor sax on it. He plays beautifully on it, as you know Eli will always do, and it really made the tune. So I will premiere that one later tonight as well. So come back for a few more tunes, and thanks for checking out the stream in the middle of the day, and share it wherever you want. And again, come back again on Monday for Red Young at 7:30 here on Facebook and YouTube, and we're going to hear some of Red's stuff and talk to him about life. So have a good rest of the day, everybody, and maybe see you later tonight.